Um, Sorry I haven't been making any updates for nearly about a year now, so I'm quite sorry about that. But the layout is still here. I mean, if you guys, some of you guys may have thought it's gone, but no, it's still here. Um, it's I've done, I wouldn't say a lot, but I've done enough to definitely make an update. But all the work's been done in the past. So during summer, I did a bit of work, but not as much as I wanted to get done. But I did get quite a lot of work done, and over and these past couple of weeks as well, but not too much because I've been quite busy with work. I mean, way too busy. I think that's why I haven't been making a lot of updates. I should have really made small ones, but it takes quite a lot of effort as well. And I don't really want to make an update for something if I've done one thing or something like that. But yeah, I mean, here it is. I mean, this is the layout at the moment. I'll take you through what I've done if I can remember. Well, I'll take you through the most recent things. Um, so, in terms of scenery, I haven't really done anything spectacular. I've kind of made the theme park more, I don't know, I've added small details to it. So I've added like the people, and I've just started to make it look more of a theme, more like a theme park, I guess. So yeah, that still needs a lot of work. That's for another day. So yeah, but it's mostly the left section of the layout that I've been focusing on because I've just planned to like get this section finished and then move more towards this section later. But yeah, even this section still needs a lot of work. You could probably tell from just looking. So this is the station area. As you can see, it does look quite different if you look at my previous update. A few things have changed. I mean, I've added, for instance, this kind of cross section or a section of road, a road kind of based on a station near me, but not exactly. I mean, still needs a lot of work. As you can see, all the paint and stuff. I still need to tidy it up a bit, but everything you see here pretty much lights up. So from these tiny vending machines all the way up to those traffic lights, which automatically change, and these lights are all LEDs, and these Spalicia beacons, they flash. That lights up as well, all those four. But yeah, it still needs quite a lot of work, but I think this is a really nice addition. And the reason I put those underground stations, or those two entrances to it, is because of these two new London Underground trains, which when it was announced, these are, by the way, these are from the London Transport Museum, and they are quite pricey, which is the only downside of them. Other than that, they're one of the best trains I've ever had, purely because I take these quite often, and for someone I've always wanted, someone like Bachmann or Hornby, and Hornby could have done it, but I don't know why. Well, Bachmann's probably more better in terms of making these sort of things. But this is the S stock, and you can only buy it from London Transport Museum at the moment, unless you look on eBay and probably you could find some. But they run in an 8 car. They match it on the Metropolitan line, and I bought one 8 car set and then another one which is 6 cars, but I'll probably get another 2 later, but there's no point of getting another 2 because I got already an 8 car. I've done quite a few modifications to this. It's not just, I didn't just get the train. I've only had it for about a week though, but I've done quite a few big modifications to it. Firstly, I've added interior lighting to every single car. This one doesn't have any because the LED strip doesn't work for it, but I'll fix that. but that's where the sound, it's got sound as well, and all the cars, every single one of these cars lit up, and this took me a while to install. I mean, what made it easier is that every single car already had pickups on them, so it was like they were designed to be modified, or yeah, in the future. So you know, that helped me so much. And there's also people inside, which didn't take me as long, but that's a nice feature. I mean, I had quite a few spare people lying around, so I was like, why not? And these motor cars are actually new for back when they're low lying. So they're under the chassis, so you can't see any of them. So it's not like the huge motors that would just stick up out of the window and you block half the motor car. So you wouldn't. So now it's completely clear. All the windows are showing. So yeah, I think the that new thing kind of is a big selling point as well. But I didn't really buy it for that at all. I just bought it for the design, how nice it is for someone to make something so native to where I live. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, these it kind of looks like my layout's becoming underground theme now. But no, that's not the case. No, it's still. Although my layout does suit this era really well, I think I'm gonna stick with. They don't have enough underground themed things to be able for my layout to be able to even turn to something like this. So it's not worth it either. Just, you know, just the little things like the station and that. Trying to incorporate it into my layout. I think that's the best I'm gonna do for now. But yeah, other than that, I mean, I've just added a few details here, and I'm just kind of, you know, making this area look really good. And I've also added the station side. This took me a while as well, because I always wanted to try and figure out how can I draw a white line all the way around on quite an S-shaped platform, because I've scratch built this platform myself. So it took me, it's not easy, especially in an S-shaped curve, to draw a white, you know, to paint a white line on. Especially, I didn't build this. I didn't build this, you know, using protractors and all the train even with the pencil attached. I just did it from how I thought it would, how would I like it to look, basically. But yeah, this gives me a nice square edge to basically paint the white paint on, which is very useful. And it looks really neat as well. And the Pico edges, these, you know, those, I don't think a lot of people know what they are. I mean, they're the edging, concrete edging. But yeah, I've painted them with the same color as the track, because, you know, it's dirt, so it looks better as well on this tonight. It blends in better. And then the top is just this stuff. It's matte 34 enamel, and this is not the final coat. This needs another 2 coats, because you can see it's kind of dull. It'll kind of look like that. It needs to look brighter. And then this station will also get painted all over again, and it will get sanded down to make it look, to get rid of these like bumps. Although they are realistic, but prototypically I want it nice and smooth, a bit like this. So yeah. Other than that, I mean, the layout hasn't really changed. The edging does make the platforms look much nicer and, you know, more neat in that sense. But other than that, I've also changed the lights under these. They're a minor job. I mean, because they looked so bright with the LED strips under them. So I just decided to put little LEDs in here, and it just makes it look so much nicer. I mean, I'll probably show you. Here we go. There you can just tell that, you know, they're not as intrusive as the bright ones you would see in my other videos. These are much nicer, I think. It just gives it a nice, calm, looks nice, like a really nice effect. Under there also has like this color lights, like the amber color. it's all under there, so it looks kind of cool. Also under the escalators, as you can see, they have the lights coming out of them underneath, so it gives it the effect like it's coming out of the like a building or something like that. So yeah. Other than that, I mean, nothing's really changed. In terms of detail, I mean, there's nothing really to pick out that's worth saying. I mean, even this couldn't really be an update, but since I haven't made one in such a long time, I think it's time I have. But I probably won't be able to make any other updates or more progress because I'll be busy with work again. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to do. I'll probably keep ballasting and weathering like usual, and then add the scenery, but I don't want to rush any of that yet. But I've got plenty of time. I've also added the third rail, or I'll show you what I mean. Let me just move the trains out. Oh, not that train. The sound also in this, I will demonstrate, the sound in this underground train, it's not exactly, it's not accurate, like it's not near to accurate because there's no, you know, it's based on the class 401 I think, and it's not accurate, but it's got sounds recorded from the actual train itself. But here we go, I'll just show you some sounds. So these are the doors opening, which are the actual sounds. And then these are the doors closing. And this is an announcement. This is the unrealistic bit, but it has similarities. So this is what I meant by the third rail. So I've added a third rail and a fourth. And this is the two conductive rails for the underground, and it does have some there, so it's quite realistic. This is a very tedious and long job. It's very delicate. I've only done it from there to here. I still have to do it all the way around. I'm probably going to stop to that tunnel, and I'm only doing it on the first lane and the fifth lane. But yeah, I had a lot of problems as well when I was installing them. They use these Pico, I'm not sure what you call them. They're these. Just to find scale 1, and then I use the some Z gauge this rail. So and then you just slide it into the little joiners, and then they hold it in place. But the problem I was having is that it was this middle one. It would kind of be raised slightly off the track, so this would be higher. This rail would be higher than the actual track what the train runs on, so it would be catching. The bogie would be sliding and catching on it, and it kept derailing. So what I had to do, I had to take them all up, and then I had to dig bigger. I had to drill bigger holes, and then what would that do is these. So just focus. These basically the bit that was going over the sleeper is now under it, so it goes, basically it drops deeper, it kind of goes level with the track bed. And I also done it with this rail, although this rail wasn't the problem, just for safety, and then I super glued it all in. But yeah, now it's all kind of level. I mean, the third rail should be slightly higher, but it doesn't make a difference in double O. It is a bit, but very slightly. But yeah, it really doesn't make a difference. I mean, it doesn't affect me as long as I can see this. As long as it's realistic to some extent, that's fine. But yeah, now it runs perfect. I'd rather have trains running really well than realism. I mean, it's going to be a something like a 4mm gap. It's unnoticeable anyway. But yeah, it's just quite long to install this. I mean, if any of you guys have had experience with it, you know, it's very fiddly. But yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, once you get all the little sleepers and little holders in place, it's fine and super good. They're like part of the track. But yeah, I mean, there's still a lot of work to be done. This area I feel is nearly finished, but this needs a lot of, you know, lively. It needs to be more lively. I feel it's just a bit washed out right now. So I'm just trying to add details, like the people, and I kind of want to. You see how there's a bit too much grey? I want to kind of move out of that, and then go towards something that's a bit more, you know, more colourful, more lively, like a real platform. I mean, it's like a bit like the template of the station, but eventually most of the greyness you can see is going to be covered, if that makes sense. But yeah, there's still a lot of work to be done to get this train moving. But yeah, it's a very nice train, as you can see. No running problems. It does have a problem with traction, but it does supply traction tyres, so you know it gets over that. And I also added I added a weight to them because I think they need them. I added one weight. It's only these lead weights. They're quite, about 50 grams or something. But yeah, they really help with the traction on top of that, and they don't affect performance at all. They only add to the running performance of the train. You can kind of see the light now because the sun's gone down a bit. I mean, it took me quite a long time to install them, but it's really worthwhile in my opinion. And the lights are from someone on eBay called Mike Carrington, I think, and it's definitely worth giving him a look at his products, because they work really well. And basically what they are is these boards fill capacitor, and they're basically for DCC, and they're flicker free. They're really good, they're brilliant. They're all pins, so they're for the LEDs and they're for the pickups, all pre-wired, perfect. All you have to do is just solder them to the pickups, and then you've basically got flicker-free train, and they work flawlessly. I mean, I've had no problem with them. I mean, all the trains that are being lit, they're being picked up, because they got pickups on all 8 of the wheels, or all 4 of the wheels in fact, so you've ideally got 4 pickups on each side, so that's 8 altogether. So forget about if it goes over a point and it will flicker. That's not going to happen as long as you've wired it correctly. And also and to add to that is their capacitor. It's 470 microfarads, something like that. That will, on top of it, add to the flicker-free effect, and the result is this lovely light. And as you can see, no problems at all. And I can tell you from myself, I've had no problems at all. And I'm not too fond of electronics, I'm not too great with all them, but this is the simplest you're going to get to adding any sort of lights to a train. I'm also working on a catenary I'll show you that on the next update. I'm also working on a catenary that has 5 signals and they're all going to work automatically. I'm building my own boards for them and my own catenary using 2 DAPL, because mine's a 5-span, it has 5 tracks, so you know there's not really any sort of ready-made catenary for that. So I'm building, what I've done is I've bought 2 3-lane DAPL catenary, and I'm gonna combine them together to make one 6-lane or 5-lane one. So yeah, I'm gonna have to modify it a bit, but that's the best I can do. I think I've already constructed it. I just need to add the wiring and the signals, so that shouldn't take too long. Once that's up and running, that will go here, and it will just sit there, and then the signals will change accordingly once I have all the electronics installed. But yeah, I'll just show you some angles, different angles of the trains going past. The other trains are on the back side of the layout. They are in the sidings. You can't see them, but they're all in the sidings right now because I was doing maintenance, so they're all hidden. These are the only 2 trains I have up and running at the moment. But yeah, I'll just show you some angles of the trains. Just here. It may take a while, sorry guys. I will upload a proper running session because this is nowhere near good enough, but there's just a few, you know, looks onto how the train is. I mean, a lot of you guys may be thinking to get it, but you know, it's not aimed at a really wide audience. But yeah, I think I'll round up the update there, and then I'll keep you up to date once I've done enough progress on the layout. But as I said, yeah, I mean, I'll try and get as much progress as possible done before Christmas. Hopefully, I'll set that as my date to get everything completed. Well, not everything. What I took out, I meant most of the things I want to get completed. So this area, this top section, make it more lively road. Get this section more filled up, and yeah, once I've done that, I think we're getting closer to finishing this side. But yeah, I still need a lot of work. Yeah guys, but thanks for watching, and please remember to rate, comment and subscribe, and bye for now.